So this is an update on my Fredericks purple passion fruit vine. I planted it last May 2018 and it's now September 2019. So you can see how much it's grown over the course of a year. And I'm in zone 7B, which is just outside of Raleigh, North Carolina, where it really shouldn't grow. And I can't say that it's simple to grow here. You have to protect it over winter, and I actually covered the entire gazebo in plastic last year. A couple of days it did get below zero, and so well, not below zero, below freezing. And so I had to put a heater inside just to make sure that it didn't die back. But you can see how much growth I've had in just over a year. The first plants were the two at the front. I have one right here and then one over here, and they were both planted in pots. If I was to do it again, I would probably just put them in the ground. I put them in pots because I was afraid it might be invasive, as that's what I'd heard. But in this particular location, I doubt that it would be, because I think that anything that pops up anywhere else that's not protected would probably just die off. So I probably didn't have to put it in pots. And the problem with putting it in the pot is that it might become root bound. Mine is doing well, but it does need to be watered constantly. If I don't water it for a couple of days, it looks bad. So it needs to be watered constantly because most of the pot is probably taken up by roots at this point. But you can see how big and healthy it is. And I have tons of fruit all over it. I do have to hand pollinate the fruit, or the flowers, because I don't have a lot of bees here in this area, and I'm hoping I've planted some fruit trees and some other stuff, and I hope that I can attract the bees here, and next year it won't be so much hand pollination. But for this year I've really had to hand pollinate almost every flower. But you can see where all the fruit is hanging, and it's all the way around. And here is some that's just a couple of days old. So these are flowers that popped up just a week ago, or less than a week ago, and I hand pollinated them, and so they are now turning into fruit as well. There's a couple more up here, and then you can see more fruit there. And if I get on this side, you can really see them all hanging all over the place. And all up on the roof. So the last plant that I did, because I had kind of the front of the gazebo all covered, but I didn't have the back, and so I took a cutting off the main plant and I planted this one right here, and you can see how much it's grown. I put that in there about 2 months ago in that pot, and so already you can see it grown all the way up. The fruit is not from this new plant, that's from the old plant, but it's grown all the way up to the top of the gazebo already, and hopefully next year that will start to fruit, and we'll get some more coverage on the back end of the gazebo. So that's my update on the Fredericks Purple Passion. Hope you guys like it.